Earth signs, we are doing your love reading for January 2026. And this is for the collective Earth signs. That's a large population and it's not going to fit everybody. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's jump right in. I've already cleared your space and laid out your spread. The current situation for January is the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. This could be somebody in a relationship having maybe some unrealistic expectations for what they want going forward. Now, this could be you or the other person. It really challenges us to ask ourselves what our expectations are in the relationship, being able to communicate those, and asking ourselves if we are realistically able to fulfill whatever expectation that is. What's challenging this situation is the Queen of Wands upright and Temperance in reverse. This is someone who could be kind of emotionally reactive. You may feel like you can't have this conversation because what might transpire as a result of it. It could be some inability to change and like not being very receptive. Because the Queen of Wands generally is very confident and steadfast in her thoughts and her actions. But with the Temperance in reverse, this indicates an inability to have patience or tolerance for something. You know, for me, this would come out as maybe being a little menopausal right now. I could find myself a lot intolerant of a lot of things. It may be a little hard to approach with stuff. That's not everybody. That's just me. So, what your higher self wants you to know, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. Some of this has to do with time, energy, and resources. Like not wanting to commit to a situation that's going to feel like possibly depleting you. Like, am I going to be investing too much into this? Is my partner understanding that we need to have like an equal give and take here? It's challenging you to ask yourself how much of an investment you're willing to make. And is the other person equally committed to this situation as I am? Now, what's being hidden from you, Earth sign, is the World in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. Or upright, sorry. So World in reverse, Six of Cups, upright. What's being hidden is some sort of influence from the past, being nostalgic about maybe the way you saw your parents do things or the messages you were sent about relationships and how those are supposed to work. With the World in reverse, we haven't quite gotten over something from the past, and that's having a pretty heavy influence on the current situation in January. Now, the effects of the past, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This might have been a situation where you either witnessed or experienced a feeling that not all of the time and the energy and the resources landed on your shoulders. Maybe it was a sense of a financial freedom, or there was a good flow transactionally between you and a partner or a prior partner. And this is what's become the expectation, or this is the dream or what you've witnessed as an expectation. That could become a problem if you're not experiencing that in your current situation. The outcome. The Five of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There seems to be like a relief of some sort of conflict where the two of you have made a decision that all the weight and responsibility of time, energy, and resources shouldn't just fall on one person's shoulders. I actually want to get an additional card of confirmation for this outcome. for Earth signs, please. The Five of Wands in reverse is a relief of conflict or resisting conflict. And the Hermit in reverse, you're starting to communicate. You're starting to be more communicative, and you realize that nothing's going to change if I don't share the way I feel. If I don't express what the expectations are and ask myself whether or not I'm being realistic. You've taken wisdom that you've accumulated and you're putting that into work. And the Judgment in reverse. You're just not wanting a resurrection of some feeling of depletion that you felt before. Like, I do not want this to continue. I'm trying to be inspired by the things that make me happy, I'm talking to an earth sign who is not completely satisfied with the way that their relationship's going, and they don't feel like they can communicate that. There is like an unspoken expectation, and it comes from messages of the past that you've received. I've got a card of advice here. It's the Direction Guardian. Choose your path. No, that's a lot of fixed energy. In fact, that's the World card in Tarot, Direction Guardian. Connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. The Direction Guardian represents the angels of direction. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we're at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. When we're unsure of what's right for us or of the bigger picture, they can help us know what's best for all involved. The Direction Guardian refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who is said to have seen an angel with 4 different faces. One was of a child, one was of a bull, one was of a lion, and one was of an eagle. These 4 faces show that angels can appear in many guises and guide us in many different directions, but always for our highest good. Your path isn't set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you. Nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored, so if you know there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you're feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. Well, that was strangely specific to this reading. I think you're going to feel as though a lot of this issue, earth sign, that you're having is more of an internal issue with your lack of satisfaction and less about the other person. Tracy Crossley has a podcast called You Can't Change the Other Person. They were fine before they met you. They'll be fine when you're gone. And any change that's made out of a space of threat or ultimatum only breeds resentment, and it's very short lasting. It always returns. And we either have a choice to change the way we think about the situation, shift our perspective, or change the situation altogether. So I think that's an important message someone needed to hear. Thank you for coming in for your January reading, Earth sign. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can check my bio. There's a link there to book a reading. Thank you.